All right, good morning, everyone. So we are going to learn JavaScript for everyone, but before that, I wish to share a personal story with you. Are you interested in listening that? Okay. So this is here. Can you see title? Report on Community Tech Days event, Ahmedabad, 24 July 2010. And here you can see photo. This gentleman is called Pinal Dave. If you do SQL Server, you must better know him. This gentleman is called Dhananjay Kumar. He is now on a very serious senior position in Microsoft Singapore. Next person is called Rushabh Mehta. He's founder of big data analysis based company. Next is Prabjot Singh Baxi, and next is me, that young guy then. And why this is important to me, because this is the page where I post all my speaking, and you see that I started speaking in 2010. I did my first speaking on 24 July 2010 in Ahmedabad on a topic called WCF. So Ahmedabad is a city which gave me opportunity when I was starting in. Ahmedabad is a city which gave me opportunity to stand next to Pinal Dave, Rushabh Mehta, Dhananjay Kumar, and Prabjot Singh Baxi back in 2010 when I was starting in. And due to those reasons, like everyone remembers their first public talk, and due to those reasons, Ahmedabad is very near to me. I make sure that I come here each year at least once, and when I come here, I try to teach you as much as possible. So please give a round of applause to whoever gave me chance back 12 years back, and now I'm in front of you. Now I do speaking like a lot here and there. I mean, so lot that I say no to organizers because there are so many talks. But always you remember where you started. And if you do not remember where you started, then you need to do some introspection about yourself, that what kind of human you are. So here, today we are going to talk about why you should learn JavaScript. And I have 1 hour of yours. And what I promise you that in next 1 hour, this 1 hour would be one of the most important 1 hour for you in the journey of your JavaScript. Now, why you should learn JavaScript? Can anyone answer that? Yes? So it's a popular, right? Anyone else? Can we use in front end as well as back end? Good. These are good answers. But in my opinion, why we should? See, I believe in data, not in perception. You may perceive me that, okay, the guy who is on a stage is a good speaker, or you can perceive me, the guy who is on the stage is not a good speaker. That's perception, that can vary. But I have done 100 talks. Even if you don't like me, you cannot deny that data. Right? In the same way, this language is popular, that language is popular, those are perception. But we need to rely on the data. And data says, happily or sadly, that the most popular programming language is JavaScript. It's as simple as that. So it doesn't matter how aspired you are to be in Web 3, you have to know JavaScript. Doesn't matter how aspired you are here to change the world with metaverse, you need to know JavaScript. Let me ask you a question, my friend. Can you become Shakespeare if you do not know English? Can you become Premchand if you don't know Hindi? So can you become that great programmer who is changing the world if you don't know language? Yes, you can bring data from API and bind to the table. If that is your parameter of being a successful developer, good luck to you. But I'm sure most of you are very young, you don't have that parameter to be successful. Now JavaScript, as rightly he said, JavaScript is something which runs everywhere. It runs on the data center, it runs on the data server, it runs in browser, it runs on your phone, it runs on the devices, like your smart devices like washing machine, home devices and all. And it does not stop here. JavaScript runs on your mind too. Now, Einstein very popularly said that if we don't understand anything, either we make fun of that or we fear of that. Example is God. So on LinkedIn, all the JavaScript memes make me very sad because that output is expected output. It's just you don't know, it's stupid. थोड़ा भी JavaScript आता है तो वही उसका आउटपुट होना है. अगर हम अभी we start joking, oh, you know, he used was in a sentence. Ha 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 ha. It means you don't know English. If someone is talking about past tense, they have to use was in the sentence. Is that not it simple, right? So JavaScript is very popular. Now you may have a question. I understand that, hey, okay, right, but how about Angular and React and Vue and other frameworks? They are good. Can you guess that why these frameworks are popular? Because I'll answer it for you. Because JavaScript is complex. If I ask you to do two-way data binding, so I tell you a very interesting story. One of my friends, his name is Rahat Khanna. He was a speaker in India first edition as well, and he appeared for the interview of Apple company as a front-end engineer tech or whatever. And then they asked him that, okay, what is your favorite framework? He answered whatever, React or Angular. Then what is your favorite feature in that framework? He answered routing is my favorite feature in the framework. And his interviewer asked him, great, now can you implement routing in JavaScript? So since JavaScript is complex, that's why there are some engineer in Facebook is building React, some engineer in Google is building Angular for you. Because you do not understand closure, that's why hooks are popular. It's as simple as that. All right, so today my talk is JavaScript for everyone. My name is Dhananjay Kumar. Let us start with this. How many of you know output of this? Be honest to yourself. Like that highlighted text. All right, I'll give you 15 seconds. No problem. I know this is complex. Do you know output of this? You don't know, पर भाई $30 तो पर घंटे का चाहिए मेरे को, right? All right, let's make it little easier for you. You don't know output of that. Now next slide, if you don't know output of this, I'm sorry, I cannot continue this talk. Then this crowd is too, you got to go and do homework. We can talk for 1 hour, but this talk cannot be continued. One thing always remember, talk and conferences is never about organizer and speaker. It is always about the audience. Google will do this DevFest in Ahmedabad until you people are coming. Right? So if audience is not ready for the talk, there's no point doing that talk. So please tell me output of next slide. And I'm very serious. Okay, everyone? Sir, he is talking in front of me, I'm getting distracted a lot. Okay, next slide. At least you know this song, output of this song, what is that? Yes? 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 And if you don't know output of that song also, I feel very sorry for you. आपको पिछले स्लाइड का भी आउटपुट नहीं पता था, आपको इस स्लाइड का भी आउटपुट नहीं पता, कर क्या रहे हो जिंदगी में? कुछ तो करो. Be either that side of river or this side of river. So if you remember this song, I'm trying to bring this song to JavaScript. In this song, the singer is saying that he likes certain things, and the whole song is around that. Let us try to bring that to JavaScript, and I hope you remember that slide forever. So here is JavaScript. The whole JavaScript can be divided into Can we read it together? I'll go. I don't know why it's fluctuating. I'll go. Let's read it out together. It's not for the song. It's for those keywords which is highlighted in the yellow. And I request you, it's purely your choice. If you want, you should not say that. But if you want to participate, whole JavaScript is inside these four things: whitelisting, closure, promises, and prototypes. You can classify whole JavaScript in these four verticals: whitelisting, closures, prototypes, and promises. And let's see that. Let's focus on these four keywords today. All right. I'm sure 60% of you don't know output of this, right? It's okay. That is why you are not working for Facebook or Google. See, I'm teacher, I'm going to tell you bitter truth. My job is to tell you truth. My job is not to get clap for me. बहुत मिला दुनिया में. Right? You don't know. I know 60% of you don't know answer of this. If I create a function and tell you that, hey, there's a function called foo, what is the output of foo.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype. अगर आपने एक सेकंड में आंसर दिया, you are there where you want to be. हमारा अगला 20 मिनट इस टॉपिक पे है. 20 मिनट के बाद हम वापस ही स्लाइड में आएंगे और आप लोग सब जो इस रूम में हो, आंख मूंद के इसका आउटपुट मुझे बताओगे. इफ वी आर नॉट एबल टू अचीव दैट, वी फेल्ड ईच अदर टुगेदर. So since you have decided to be here, trust me, if you are not liking this talk, you can go outside. I'll make sure you get your t-shirt. If you are here for t-shirt, DevFest Ahmedabad का भी और NG India का भी. I want you to buy diesel t-shirt. I don't want you to go to a conference for a t-shirt. Right? Next 20 minutes of attention. So what I'm going to do, now jokes over, very serious, challenge yourself, deep into JavaScript. हम लोग सब ने इंजीनियरिंग में, MCA में एक चीज पढ़ी है. Can I mix little bit of Hindi? Is it fine with you? Okay. क्योंकि मैं इंग्लिश उतना ही बोलता हूँ जितना से पैसा मिले. Not more than that. So, इन प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज हमने सबने ये पढ़ाई करी है कि जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो एक क्लास से बनता है. ऑब्जेक्ट इज एन इंस्टेंस ऑफ ए क्लास. अग्री? आपने ये पढ़ा है ऑब्जेक्ट का जो पहला डेफिनेशन आपने पढ़ा होगा, यही पढ़ा होगा. पर जावास्क्रिप्ट में तो क्लास है ही नहीं. जो अभी क्लास आया भी है, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ क्लास एंड दैट हैज बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ क्लास लेटली, लाइक इन 2016. Then in JavaScript, how we create an object? So the statement in JavaScript, an object is created from another object. Many times on internet, you may see this statement that an object is created from another object. It is partially true. So in JavaScript, if you want, you can note it down. You create an object from another object. You do not create object from a class. Even if it looks like that you create from a class, it is actually different story. We are going to cover that. So in JavaScript, an object is created from another existing object. This statement is not completely true. Actually, the statement which is true is in JavaScript, an object is linked to another existing object. So if I'm an object of JavaScript, if you are creating me in JavaScript as an object, if you are saying that, hey, Dhananjay, new object in JavaScript, then I have to be linked with an existing object of JavaScript. Making sense? Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind, this statement. Now in JavaScript, you can create an object in 4 ways. एक object को 4 तरीके से बनाया जा सकता है. You can create an object as an object literal, object using a constructor, object using a class, we'll come to that class, and object using object.create method. तो अभी तक मैंने 2 लाइन आपको बताई कि जो object बनता है एक existing object से linked होता है, और these are the 4 ways to create an object. So far so good, but I know in the back some of you might be thinking, राइट जब तक सस्ते कीमत पर मिलती रही कुर्बानी, तब तक हमको घर घर मिलते रहे बलिदानी. यू कैन गिव अ राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज टू रामधारी सिंह दिनकर. Until success is cheap, everyone is successful. And until popularity is cheap, everyone is popular. Instagram Reels. पहले इंसान को एक किताब कोई लिखता था तो पॉपुलर होता था. आज 30 सेकेंड में बस. राइट? इट्स ओके. वी हैव टू एक्सेप्ट द वर्ल्ड वी लिव इन. सो लेट्स सी द कोड. हियर इज दिस फॉन्ट ओके? ओके, सो दिस इज द सेम यू हैड ऑन द स्लाइड. मैंने जब आपसे आउटपुट पूछा था, सेम कोड था ये. एक बार मैं इसका आपको आउटपुट दिखला देता हूं, और फिर हम लोग इस पे बात करेंगे. कैन यू रीड द आउटपुट? सो इट इज कमिंग बैक टू द फंक्शन itself, right? That function foo. All right. Now let's start this journey. Please be very attentive. You are learning it for free. People pay a lot of money to me to learn this, what I'm going to teach you. All right, so let's start from here. I'm going to create a function. Is font okay? Dark theme is okay or light theme is okay? Dark is okay? Actually, I started coding when there was no dark theme. I do not understand what is the problem with this new generation. Why they want everything dark? What, you are trying to hide your own insecurity? Right? But dark to dark. So here I create a function product, और मान लो मैं उसमें बोलता हूँ कि title and string. And then I created this function product, title, sorry, not title and string, title and price. Pretty simple this. And then I say this dot price equal to price, and this dot product equal to product. All right, a very simple function. Sorry, title. This dot title equal to title. Abhi display will come in a bit, but we created this title. Pretty simple. Now in JavaScript, if you want to use this function to create an object, you write something like this, where p1 equal to new product. And then you can say pen and 200. And then we can say where p2 equal to new product. And let's say pencil and 100. अब यहाँ पे there is a disparity. There is something which I said is turning out to be wrong. मैंने 5 मिनट आपको बोला था, पहले बोला था कि जावास्क्रिप्ट में जब हम कोई ऑब्जेक्ट बनाते हैं तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट एक एग्जिस्टिंग ऑब्जेक्ट से लिंक्ड होता है. तो या तो वो बात सही है या गलत है, या तो ये कोड सही है गलत है, क्योंकि इस कोड में बड़ी क्लियरली दिख रहा है कि हमने जो ऑब्जेक्ट बनाए हैं P1 और P2 वो एक फंक्शन से बनाया है हमने. इज इट correct? If you print this console.log p1 and be very attentive, okay, my friend, you'll never forget this. p2. So you see that now p1 and p2 is two objects, and but they are getting created. They got created from the product function. So either this code is wrong or my slide was wrong. I'll give you a guru mantra. मेरा ये 86th और 85th टॉक है, ऑफलाइन, ऑनलाइन को नहीं काउंट किया मैंने. नेवर ट्रस्ट स्पीकर. ये स्टेज में एक दूसरे तरह का इल्यूसिव कॉन्फिडेंस देता है लोगों को. And then we speak whatever comes to our mind. Never trust speaker. So मैंने अभी आपको बोला, मैंने कितने लोगों का टाइम ले रहा हूं, यहाँ पे 100 लोग होंगे मोरालेस. 1 घंटा मतलब 160 मतलब 6,000 मिनट, सॉरी कितना हो गया, 6,000 minutes, right? It's a lot of time. So you got to ask me questions that, hey, you just said that an object is getting created, like linked to another existing object, but here very clearly P1 and P2 is getting created from a function. What is going on? और ये जो डिफरेंस है मेरे उस स्लाइड में और इस कोड में, यही डिफरेंस हम अभी पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. इसी डिफरेंस को हम समझने जा रहे हैं. ठीक है. Now what I'm going to do, ये जो मैंने कोड यहाँ पे लिखा था, इसको मैं अभी के लिए कमेंट कर देता हूँ. So there is nothing. So I just created a function. Keep in mind, I am even not using that function. I just created that function and I am even not using that function. All right? But here, what I'm going to do, I'll say console.log and product.prototype. ध्यान रखना इस बात को, मैंने बस फंक्शन बनाया है, उसको अभी यूज भी नहीं किया. मैं ये बात बार बार क्यों बोल रहा हूं, क्योंकि जावास्क्रिप्ट में फंक्शन का बिहेवियर उसके यूज पे भी चेंज होता है. उस पे आएंगे बाद में. So here I just created that function, even I'm not using it, and in line number 8 I'm trying to print that function name dot prototype something, and when I do that, and if you look at the output here, you see there is an empty object. You are getting an empty object. Now we will draw this. So whatever is that code, we are going to draw it. ये आप लोगों को दिख रहा है more or less? We can take photo of it later. I'm going to draw function in a circle and objects in a rectangle or a square. So this is our function, and that function is, this is our function, and that function is called that function. And then here we have an object. अगर मैं इस फंक्शन को बोलता हूं कि ये फंक्शन जो है, इस फंक्शन का नाम है प्रोडक्ट. इज इट विजिबल इन द बैक? इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डायग्राम. इस फंक्शन का नाम है foo, and this is an object, right? You see the output, empty an object, and there is a connection between these two. Agree? और मेरे को अगर यहां से foo से वहां पे पहुंचना है तो जाने का तरीका क्या है? Prototype. So there is no name of this square. Only way to reach there is foo.prototype. उसका अपना कोई आइडेंटिटी नहीं है. So अभी तक उस कोड को जो डायग्राम में कन्वर्ट किया समझ में आया? Pretty simple. Okay. Now let us go ahead and uncomment this code. Okay. So again I have two objects, P1 and P2. So let's go ahead and draw this. P1 and P2. और इस कोड को देख के तो ये लग रहा है कि ये जो P1 है ये इससे कनेक्टेड है, and P2 भी इससे कनेक्टेड है. At least by looking at the code we can draw that line. This P1 and P2 is connected to that function. Agree? Now P1 has a title which is pen and price which is 20. Same P2 has a title which is pencil and price which is 100 and 200. So far so good, nothing fancy. All right? आप ये भूल जाओगे, मुझे भूल जाओगे, सब कुछ को भूल जाओगे, पर ये डायग्राम आप नहीं भूलोगे if you are putting your effort. Now, see something here. You are learning number 2. In JavaScript allows you to add a property. JavaScript allows you to add property in object after object got created as well. Means you can dynamically add properties to JavaScript object. ये तो लाइन नंबर 8 में हमें देख के समझ में आ रहा है कि वो जो प्रोटोटाइप है वो जो प्रोटोटाइप है वो लाइन नंबर 8. Is it audible? या सो लाइन नंबर 8 को देख के समझ में ये आ रहा है, लाइन नंबर 8 के आउटपुट को देख के, कि वो जो है एक ऑब्जेक्ट है. ऑब्जेक्ट का सिंबल होता है वो कर्ली ब्रैकेट जो आप आउटपुट पे देख रहे हो, राइट? नाउ व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, सिंस जावास्क्रिप्ट अलाउज यू टू ऐड प्रॉपर्टीज टू एन ऑब्जेक्ट डायनेमिकली, हियर आई से प्रोडक्ट डॉट प्रोटोटाइप डॉट लेट्स से सिटी. अभी टाइटल का सिटी नहीं है हमारे पास, और सिटी में हम दे देते हैं अहमदाबाद. सो नाउ हियर कैन आई से कि यहां पे मैंने एक ऐड कर दिया है सिटी इक्वल टू अहमदाबाद. सो फार सो गुड एवरीवन. ऑलराइट, अभी मैं क्या करता हूं कि मैं यहां पे जाता हूं, बोलता हूं p1 डॉट सिटी एंड p2 डॉट सिटी. अब आउटपुट में आएंगे, पर हम वी आर नाउ स्मार्ट जावास्क्रिप्ट इंजीनियर, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेस इट. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू रीड p1 डॉट सिटी. क्या P1 के पास सिटी है? P1 के पास सिटी है? यस या नो? P2 के पास सिटी है? ओके, बट अगर हम इसके आउटपुट को अभी देखें तो उसने प्रिंट किया अहमदाबाद अहमदाबाद. यस या नो? मीन्स विथ योर परमिशन कैन आई ड्रॉ अ डायग्राम समथिंग लाइक दिस हियर. मीन्स देयर इज सम कनेक्शन in the back. There is some connection. All right, let's do one thing. सारे प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में एक वर्ड होता है कंस्ट्रक्टर, जो आपको बतलाता है कि उस ऑब्जेक्ट को किसने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है. तो मैं बोलता हूं कि भैया p1 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर को प्रिंट करो और p2 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर को प्रिंट करो. And now this is going to amaze you, the output. And here we will be on different pages. See, पहले जब मैं स्पीकिंग करता था ना, जब नया नया स्पीकर बना था, तो खूब जोक्स मीम अपने स्लाइड्स पे डालता था. पर बाय एक्सपीरियंस आई रियलाइज कि अगर आपको स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी देखना है तो आप स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी शो में जाओगे. एक दो चलता है. It's easy to make people laugh. It's tough to make them learn, especially when they are not paying money. Right? Now here things will get little complex for you, my friend. इस आउटपुट को जब मैं आपको दिखलाऊंगा तो इसको एक बार क्लियर कर लेते हैं, such that we focus. All right? And as of now, just to focus on that output, I'm going to comment line number 8. Such that we focus on only p1 dot constructor and p2 dot constructor. And look at the output here. What it tells you? Function. Again we are on the square one, same place. कि भैया या तो ये आउटपुट में कुछ there is more what I see as an output, or your slide is wrong. क्योंकि जो आपने स्लाइड में लिखा था कि P1 and P2 should be created from an existing object, then a P1 dot constructor and P2 dot constructor किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की वैल्यू प्रिंट करनी थी, इसको किसी फंक्शन की वैल्यू नहीं प्रिंट करनी थी. Am I making sense, everyone? Right? Here, give me two minutes. One more thing. Let me do one thing here. console.log product डॉट प्रोटोटाइप. इससे आप लोग ऑलरेडी इंट्रोड्यूस हो चुके हैं प्रोडक्ट डॉट प्रोटोटाइप से. और मैंने क्या बोला था कि वो भी एक ऑब्जेक्ट है, तो उसका भी एक कंस्ट्रक्टर होगा. यस या नो? यू आर बेटर देन दिस, यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट, आई नो इट. पुश योरसेल्फ. तो उसका भी एक कंस्ट्रक्टर होगा ना, जैसे P1 और P2 का कंस्ट्रक्टर है. तो मैं यहां पे आता हूं और मैं बोलता हूं कि भैया ये जो प्रोडक्ट डॉट प्रोटोटाइप है, इसको लेते हैं एंड डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर इसका भी प्रिंट करते हैं. एंड नाउ दिस आउटपुट will make you amazed, and you should give a round of applause to JavaScript for this output. And things are very serious here. Look at the output. अब जो मैं बोलने जा रहा हूं बहुत ही बहुत ही लाइक डिबेटेबल. जो पहला दो आउटपुट है, P1 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर का जो आउटपुट है, P2 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर का जो आउटपुट है, इज अ बग इन जावास्क्रिप्ट which JavaScript never fixed. Well, that is $1 billion bug. If they try to fix it now, it will affect a lot of things. So the correct output is जो उसके फंक्शन पे जाता है is a bug. And this is how it is that P1 dot constructor should never go to the function. लेकिन अब इसको ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. Can I write here constructor? P1 dot constructor is here, P2 dot constructor is here, and कंस्ट्रक्टर इज हियर. ये डायग्राम और एक आउटपुट हमारे पास है कि भैया इनके बीच में कोई तो कनेक्शन है, इनके बीच में कोई तो कनेक्शन है. एंड लेट्स सी दैट. एंड प्लीज आप कोड से ज्यादा इस डायग्राम को देखना, अगर आपको अच्छे से दिख रहा होगा बैक से. तो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू हियर, आई विल से, मुझे ये बताओ अगर मुझे यहां से यहां पहुंचना है तो मैं कैसे पहुंचूंगा? यहां से यहां. P1 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर डॉट प्रोटोटाइप, P1 dot constructor dot prototype, or P2 dot constructor dot prototype. So P1 dot constructor dot prototype is same as P2 dot constructor dot prototype, because there is only one object. So let's first establish that. Say that P1 dot constructor dot prototype is equal to P2 dot constructor dot prototype. Now line number 14 should give us what? True or false? Yeah, it should give us true or false. You don't have to guess. Look at the diagram. इसलिए एफर्ट लेके डायग्राम बनाया जा रहा है. It's not LinkedIn. No one is going to give you like. P1 dot constructor dot prototype कहाँ पे जा रहा है? I told you कि 20 मिनट के बाद आपको guess नहीं करना है. P2 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर डॉट प्रोटोटाइप कहां पे जा रहा है? एक ही जगह पे जा रहा है ना, तो वैल्यू ट्रू होगी ना. लेट्स सी दैट. ट्रू. नाउ लेट्स सी, से P1 डॉट ओके, इसमें थोड़ी देर बाद आते हैं, इट मे कंफ्यूज यू. P1 डॉट कंस्ट्रक्टर dot prototype dot city equal to, ठीक है, यहां पे आप बोलो console dot log P1 dot city and again console dot log P1 dot city. Okay, now what I am doing, I am saying for line number 13 P1 dot constructor dot prototype dot city की वैल्यू मैंने क्या चेंज कर दी? दिल्ली कर दी. एंड सॉरी, एंड उसके बाद मैं बोलता हूं P2 dot city. So what should be the output of line number 14? क्यों कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा है आपको? Did I miss something? क्या क्या बताओ फिर से, एक एक लोग. ओ ओके, दिल्ली. अभी देखो यहां पे आपको बड़ी अच्छा लग रहा है, पर एज्यूम करो कि ये कोड आपको मैं दे दूं, ये डायग्राम आपके साथ ना हो और उसमें 2-3 डमी लाइन डाल दूं मैं. यू कीप गेसिंग, बट लेट्स, इट्स नॉट डन इट. अभी सिर्फ बेशरम सॉन्ग में दीपिका पादुकोण दिखी, अभी शाहरुख दिखेगा. I hope you know what is बेशरम song. अगर वो भी नहीं पता है तो कर क्या रहे हो? ना जावास्क्रिप्ट तो नहीं पता है, मुझे पता है. Alright? Now the thing is, in this diagram so far, so this is called prototype diagram, JavaScript prototype diagram. यहाँ पे अभी जो आप देख रहे हो, ये साफ पता चल रहा है कि इनके बीच में कोई कनेक्शन तो है. But it's not established. It's established that if P1 has to go there, it goes P1.constructor.prototype, P2.constructor.prototype. So what they did, Firefox, I guess in 2010 or 2011, they said that, hey, JavaScript is going to be popular. It means people will write code where they want to go directly from here to there. Why this long path? And every JavaScript object has internally one property called prototype. Is internally there is a property called prototype, double square bracket and capital P. और जो मैंने आपको बोला था कि एक ऑब्जेक्ट जो बनता है वो एग्जिस्टिंग ऑब्जेक्ट से लिंक होता है, इस प्रोटोटाइप की वैल्यू उसी से लिंक होती है, माने उसी के साथ सेट होती है. सो यू कैन से दैट हे p1 डॉट प्रोटोटाइप इज एक्चुअली इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट डॉट same p2 dot prototype is equal to that, but this prototype is an internal property. So what they did, they exposed this prototype property with something called underscore proto. Underscore proto. It's confusing, I know. Underscore proto. It's confusing. That's why React and Angular is popular. Someone is writing that code for you who understand these things. So now if I say, you remember this, our p1.constructor.prototype is equal to p2.constructor.prototype. Now let's go here and say that hey, p2.proto. Okay, and let's comment this. Now tell me what will be the output of that. You don't have to guess that, only 2%. डायग्राम को देखो, लाइन नंबर 16, p1.constructor.prototype, p2.proto, same person? So it should be true? Let's see that. True? Now if I say here that hey, p1.constructor.prototype is p2.true, if we say p1.proto, what would be the output of that? True? p1.prototype.constructor, क्या होगा आउटपुट? जब मैं सामने खड़ा हूं, अभी पढ़ा रहा हूं, तो भी आपके मुझे आउटपुट नहीं निकल रही है. सोचो कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स है ये. And I know I'm a best teacher, so it's not on me कि बंदा पढ़ा नहीं पा रहा है. It's on you, it's complex. If I give you this now, that what is the, like मान लो कि अभी आपको अचानक से ये कोड मिले कि what is it p1.proto.constructor is equal to p1.constructor. 99% of JavaScript developers just guess it. True, right? Just look at the diagram. So whenever you have these kind of questions in front of you, I request you to draw the prototype diagram. So now my statement which I started, that hey, an object is linked to an existing object. So here this p1 and p2 is linked to product.prototype. So even if it looks like that you are using p1 and p2 to create an object from a function, that function is actually not creating that object. That functions has a prototype object, and that is creating that object. Okay? So what would you say that, hey, when I use, is pure technical. Let us say if I'm giving this talk in Poland, how would I say that? Okay? All right, so when you create an object using constructor invocation pattern, then created object is always linked to the prototype of the function which is being used as a constructor. समझ में आया? I repeat. So when you are using constructor invocation pattern to create objects, always newly created objects are linked to the prototype of function which is being used as a constructor. पर इसको सिंप्लीफाई करोगे तो डायग्राम पूरा यही बोल रहा है. Let's simplify this statement. When you use constructor invocation pattern, means आप new को use करके जब function को आप call करते हो, newly created object P1 and P2 is linked to the prototype of the function, means product का prototype which is used as a constructor. So product is used as a constructor here. Now you may say that again, I told you that never trust your speaker. Did I tell you that? Now you may ask, good. Now you may ask me that, hey, why should we trust you that the P1 and P2 is created from product.prototype? एक प्रूफ मैंने आपको दिया कि जब मैं P1.ct करता हूं या P2.ct करता हूं तो अहमदाबाद या दिल्ली की वैल्यू प्रिंट करती है. एक और चीज समझते हैं यहां पे, आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने एरो फंक्शन का नाम सुना है? क्योंकि इंटरव्यू के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, राइट? ठीक है. अभी मैं क्या करता हूं कि सेम जो फंक्शन है, ये फंक्शन प्रोडक्ट जो है, इसको मैं कमेंट यहां पे करता हूं, इसको मैं एरो फंक्शन में कन्वर्ट करता हूं. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग सेम. सो आई से वेर प्रोडक्ट इक्वल टू टाइटल प्राइस. सो दिस इज एन एरो फंक्शन. दिस इज एन एरो फंक्शन. उसके अंदर का भी छोड़ देते हैं. एंड लेट मी जस्ट कमेंट व्हाट इज इन द बॉटम सो दैट जस्ट वी फोकस ऑन दैट. याद है जब मैंने फंक्शन बनाया था तो मैंने उसका प्रोटोटाइप प्रिंट किया था. Let's print the prototype of an arrow function. Line number 6. Console.log product.prototype. You remember ये एक empty object आया था जब function normal था. आपको याद करने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको समझने की जरूरत है. प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हम लोग सब बहुत जल्दी में है, सैलरी बढ़ाने में, बहुत जल्दी में है सब कुछ करने में. अभी आप देखना इस चीज को, आउटपुट को, एंड दिस आउटपुट शुड रजिस्टर टू योर माइंड. व्हाट यू गॉट? तो जब आप एरो फंक्शन को याद करते हो इंटरव्यू के लिए तो आप क्या बोलते हो? एरो फंक्शन कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड टू क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट. गिग्स ऑफ गिग्स देख के और 2-4 यूट्यूब वीडियोस देख के. मैंने क्या बोला था? जब तक सस्ते कीमत पर बिकती रही कुर्बानी. Now you know कि why an arrow function cannot be used to create an object, because the value of prototype object for an arrow function is undefined, and hence prove that this prototype gentleman is responsible to create my object. Since arrow function does not have prototype, और एक स्टेप और है इसके साथ जो मैं ऐड करके और कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं बनाना चाहता हूं, पर एज ऑफ नाउ इतना काफी है. Since arrow function does not have prototype object, that's why an arrow function cannot be used to create an object. Since other functions like function statement or function expression has prototype object, that's why they are used to create an object. So if I am taking your interview and I'm asking that, hey, can I use an arrow function as a constructor? What would be your answer? And why? Because it doesn't have prototype object. Great. Now let's go back to this again. अब मैं आप लोगों से कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा और आपको थोड़ा सा तेज मुझे उसका आंसर देना है, ठीक है? Ready? All right. What would be the value of p1.prototype.constructor? p1.prototype.constructor. भैया p1 के पास प्रोटोटाइप कहां है? p1 के पास प्रोटोटाइप है क्या? फंस गया ना? कहां है? ऑब्जेक्ट डजंट हैव प्रोटोटाइप, फंक्शंस हैज प्रोटोटाइप, ऑब्जेक्ट हैज प्रोटो. ऐसे ही मेरे जैसे लोग $50 पर आवर चार्ज नहीं करते इंडिया में बैठ के. P1, P2 does not have prototype, they have proto. Function has prototype object. So P1.prototype.constructor, P1.prototype is undefined. It's going to give you an error that undefined doesn't have constructor property. फिर से start करते हैं, okay? Easy से. What is the value of P1.proto? Product.prototype? What is the value of P2.proto? Product.prototype? What is the value of P1.proto.constructor? Function? What is the value of P1.constructor? Function? What is the value of P2.constructor? Function? बताना true या false. P1.proto.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor क्या होगा value? जहां लास्ट में कंस्ट्रक्टर है फंक्शन होगा. इसको याद करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. जहां लास्ट में कंस्ट्रक्टर पे वो रुका वो फंक्शन है, जहां लास्ट में वो प्रोटोटाइप पे रुका वो ऑब्जेक्ट है. So let's start. P1.prototype, P1.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype.constructor.prototype, and these are very popular question for those. See, ये बड़ी कंपनियों में आप दो तरीके से जाते हो. एक तो ये डेटा स्ट्रक्चर वगैरह करके, लीड कोड और वो सब करके, और एक जो एंगुलर बना रहा है वो कैसे बना रहा है, वो यही सब कोड लिख रहा है, राइट? कि आपको लगे कि डबल इंटरपोलेशन डाला डेटा आ गया. ऑलराइट, सो आई डोंट नो हाउ मच टाइम आई हैव. ओके, सो दिस इज प्रोटोटाइप. आई विश कि कभी ज़्यादा मौका मिले हम लोग को तो वी टॉक मोर. आई शुड हैव कवर्ड दिस, आई शुड हैव कवर्ड दैट, बट वन थिंग इज दैट व्हाट आई टॉट यू is, so a good teacher is one who teaches you in such a way that you think that the topic which you are learning is an easy topic. All right, so this prototype is one of the complex Angular, complex JavaScript term, and I hope we did justice with this. And quickly what I'm going to do is I'll just walk through some of the slides. So JavaScript, let's go with this and let's read it out. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा, मैं आपके तरफ देखूंगा, आपको मन है तो रीड करो, आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या स्लाइड पे तो मैं आंसर करूंगा, ठीक है? Every function has prototype object other than arrow function. Next slide. Agrees? आपने देखा? When you use a function to create objects, all newly created objects are linked to the function's prototype and can access them using proto property. Right? Pretty simple. Let us read it again. When you use a function to create an object, all newly created objects are linked to the function's prototype and can access using proto property. वहाँ पे कोड भी है. Objects created from a function are linked to the function's prototype. So when you read objects property, JavaScript first searches, जो आपने देखा था, यहाँ पर रहेगा, वहाँ पर रहेगा, right? It's simple. ये you already know a function's prototype constructor is also a function itself. It's a function itself. All right. So I'll just quickly go. I hope we get more time. If you are in Angular, हम लोग इसको भी कवर करते हैं कि कैसे दिस की वैल्यू ये है. बट इफ यू वांट टू लर्न इट, आई एम अराउंड. वी कैन इन द लंच एंड ऑल, यू कैन स्किप योर लंच एंड वी कैन लर्न दैट. सो हम वो कर सकते हैं, बट दिस स्लाइड इज अवेलेबल फॉर यू. आप उसको ये कर सकते हो, बड़ी है. एंड where I want to go, I am not able to reach. Okay, now I hope you are able to understand this output. Let's see that. We have started from this slide. ठीक है, हमने this नहीं cover किया है, पर more or less I hope it is making. इसको आपको इसमें convert करना है. इसको आपको इसमें convert करना है. Your job is done. Always 3 mantra. फंक्शन से जो एरो बाहर निकलेगा वो प्रोटोटाइप निकलेगा. फंक्शन पे जो एरो आएगा वो कंस्ट्रक्टर का आएगा. ऑब्जेक्ट से जो एरो बाहर निकलेगा वो या तो कंस्ट्रक्टर का निकलेगा या तो प्रोटो का निकलेगा. दैट्स इट. एंड कीप मैपिंग. दिस इज वेरी पॉपुलर प्रोटोटाइप डायग्राम. It's not like randomly we created. The people who know JavaScript, they know how to create it. One thing, and like how to learn JavaScript. So these are the books I suggest. See, I request you, कोई एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक अगर आपके मन में है तो वो टॉपिक आप YouTube पे जाके जावास्क्रिप्ट का सीखो, बट डोंट लर्न जावास्क्रिप्ट ओवरऑल ऑन YouTube, क्योंकि जावास्क्रिप्ट इज लाइक मैथमेटिक्स, यू नीड टू लर्न इट ऑन पेन एंड पेपर. I have not learned this diagram on computer, on pen and paper. So JavaScript is complex, and if you really want to learn JavaScript, most popular book is You Don't Know JavaScript. The most popular book of JavaScript is You Don't Know JavaScript. 6 book की सीरीज है, 1200 रुपये में अमेज़न पे मिलता है. You can buy that. Then JavaScript for Impatient Programmer, and then JavaScript Good Parts. Read this book in the like once you've done that. One more thing, this guy, his name is Douglas Crockford, who has written this book JavaScript Good Parts. He is known as father of JavaScript. आप YouTube पे जाइए और लिखिए डगलस क्रॉकफोर्ड जावास्क्रिप्ट. उसके 3 वीडियोज हैं 1.5 घंटा का, जिसमें फेसबुक के इंजीनियर्स को जावास्क्रिप्ट पढ़ा रहा है. मतलब कि 5 मिनट देखो, पॉज करो, अगला 5 दिन स्पेंड करो 5 मिनट को समझने में डिफरेंट बुक्स पे. Again come back and it will make you really good in JavaScript. Alright, so that is there. Now, little bit of my introduction. In the world of internet, there's no point giving introduction, because if my session was useful to you, you will go and find out who I am. And if my session was not useful to you, मैं अभी आपको अपना pamphlet भी दे दूँ ना छपा के, आप उसको बाहर में फेंक दोगे. It's as simple as that. People only care about people who are useful to them. Otherwise, we don't care, and that is fair deal, right? So my name is Dhananjay Kumar. I am these things I do not care, because आज मैं MVP हूँ, कल शायद ना रहूँ. आज मैं गूगल डेवलपर एक्सपर्ट हूँ, कल शायद ना रहूँ. अच्छा, बहुत लोग को देख रहे हैं 12 times. It's not that I am very old. I got it first time when I was very young. Okay? And after that, I did that first talk I got MVP award on 2nd of July 2010, and then that talk which I shown you in Ahmedabad, 24 July 2010. You see, I'm holding an award, and why I'm telling you this? क्योंकि आपको लगे कि एक क्रेडिबल सोर्स से आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिली है. एक बार अपने जो राष्ट्रपति थे, द न्यूक्लियर मैन, क्या था नाम उनका, अब्दुल कलाम सर, तो उनका एक इंटरव्यू है. उन्होंने बोला कि इंडिया इतना वाइज कंट्री है, इतना अच्छा कंट्री है, इतने यहाँ लोग इंटेलिजेंट हैं कि अगर मैं रिक्शा वाले को नहीं बताऊंगा ना कि मैं इंडिया का प्रेसिडेंट हूँ, तो वो अपने आप को मेरे से ज़्यादा इंटेलिजेंट समझेगा. ये हमारे कंट्री का ये अच्छी बात है. इट्स बिकॉज आवर सिविलाइजेशन इज दैट ओल्ड. It's not like kharaba. Everyone has that level of confidence, right? So this is good thing. तो आपने भी सोचा होगा, आया एक टकला कुछ बोल के जा रहा है यार, ये सब है क्या, है ना? I know that. यही करते करते मेरी जिंदगी निकल गई. I know the faces who understood, who has not understood. तो थोड़ा सा डेटा देना जरूरी है. And this is important. Jokes apart. जो मैंने अभी आपको पढ़ाया है, सेम टॉपिक मैंने 2 महीने पहले, I guess October last week में, can you see that's written there in the back, JS Poland? And there are like around more than 1,500 people sitting there, and I'm teaching exactly the same topic. So please don't think यार ये तो कोई easy topic था JavaScript का, JavaScript is much more than this. और नहीं, आपका प्रोटोटाइप हो गया, बस अब आपको प्रैक्टिस करने की जरूरत है उस पर. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं है प्रोटोटाइप और कंस्ट्रक्टर में. It's matter of practice because it's done, and due to my work in Angular world, in Europe they gave me that award, Angular Community Award, which was good. You see that I'm sitting there. So if you want, you can give a round of applause to that. Reason, बहुत मुश्किल है React के सामने Angular community खड़ा करना. तो अगर अभी कांग्रेस का एक MLA भी जीता है ना, उसको थोड़ा स्पेशल रिस्पेक्ट देना बनता है. Agree or not? That guy has something. Right? So in India especially, creating an Angular community in front of React was a huge task, but people know it. Now we have a very vibrant community. I'll talk about that. One last slide and then I'll talk about NG India, self-promotion, 2 minutes. And this slide is very important to me. I request you to take 5 seconds to read that slide and observe that. You can see JavaScript as a language of comedy on LinkedIn, or people are using it to make fortune. JavaScript is not going anywhere. Wave 1 से था, Wave 3 तक है. And it's like जब इंटरनेट स्टार्ट हुआ JavaScript was there. अभी हम Wave 3 की बात कर रहे हैं. इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी आगे बढ़ गई है. वहाँ भी JavaScript यूज हो रहा है. It survived. Many things did not survive. WCF did not survive. Silverlight did not survive. And it will survive. So this is a time to like kind of learn JavaScript. Two things that, so I host a conference called NG India. It is for Angular developers who are here, who do Angular. NG India is India's largest and one of the world's largest Angular conference. And this is happening on 25th February 2023 in Delhi. And as you see that this time, again, our speakers are like, so for example, Michael, अगर आपने RxJS का नाम सुना होगा, तो he's one of the creator of RxJS. अगर आपने NGRX का नाम सुना होगा, state management के लिए, तो Alex is there, Roy is one of the best on GraphQL, and then other speakers all are great here. And as you see, these are handpicked speakers coming from all across the world. And then we have 3 speakers from India. If you have done even little bit of .NET, you know who is C. Prasad Kurala. Right? Pankaj is Angular GDE. Now he's in Singapore. But he's, so do you know what is called a homegrown speaker of a conference? जैसे सर का था कि उन्होंने 7 एडिशन में स्पीकिंग किया यहाँ पे. So that's called homegrown speaker. Like you are growing with the conference. You came first time and each time. So Pankaj is a homegrown speaker of NG India. Means he did his first talk in NG India and then he's doing that. And no one in the world has answered more questions than him on a Stack Overflow on Angular. So these kind of speakers are there. Jinal is your local from Ahmedabad, one of the great speaker. So he is there, and of course I am there. So if you are interested, you can come to that. Again, only come if you are really serious in Angular. It's not for, it's not like you feel then demotivated. पहला talk ही है async pipe is boring. 100 में से 90 Angular developer को पता नहीं है what is async pipe. So this is that. If you are Angular developer tomorrow, I and Hiren, we are doing one Angular workshop for 20-25 people free of cost. You can connect with us and can come to that. My name is Dhananjay Kumar. You can add me on LinkedIn. And my team has told me to do something. Let me do no internet. So our hashtag is DevFest AHM. For the social media, right? So if you buy NG India ticket by 10 p.m. today and use that hash code DevFest AHM, you will get a discount of, I don't remember, I guess there's some, like it's 3,000, then you will get in 2,500 rupees or something. But that is only valid until today, the same hashtag which is for the session. So once again, thank you so much for the opportunity. Ahmedabad is very near to me. I started my speaking journey from here, done a lot of Angular workshop like in Ahmedabad. So thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Hello. Yeah, back again. Sorry. I'll be grabbing mic during the day many times, so please bear with me. I have this weakness and a strength. So let's do 1, 2, 5 one more time. I think Dhananjay deserves that 2 times. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can do, yeah, please continue. Dhananjay, this is for you. Amazing speaker, amazing personality, yes. So we have a token of appreciation. Full nahi to full ni pankhadi, jordar taliyo thai jaye. Dhananjay, you might agree that Guju rocks. Guju rocks. Yeah. Thank you.